So I got a little bit of a rant video, nothing too serious. It's just kind of about Forza 7. Now, last time, I truly played video games. Forza 3, Forza 4, as far as racing games went, I used to love those games. You had the leaderboards for the drift, for the race, for, everything. I thought that was a really cool feature. Back in the older games, let's say you had a buddy, you were trying to hook him up with a car, hook him up with a tune, you were able to gift the tune, gift all that. You were able to look up somebody's vinyls or paint jobs for their cars, their tunes, all just by looking up their name. Now it's like you got to be in a specific car, and then you look it up, and it shows if they've got anything specifically for the vehicle. The leaderboards are an absolute nightmare. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't one because I don't know that for a fact, but I haven't been able to find the drift leaderboard. I only keep finding the race leaderboards. Now, drifting was a big thing that attracted me to the game. It was always a fun community for the most part. Usually good guys on there. You'd have a lot of fun. But what I've noticed somewhere in between Forza 4 and Forza 7, they've gotten rid of the ability to gift cars, be able to essentially put up the cars for whatever price you want in the auction house. I guess you have to have excessively high ratings for your vinyls and whatnot, all that, just to be able to adjust the price more accordingly. Which, for me, when I used to make realistic license plates and I used to sit there and spend a lot of time making the vinyls and the designs for the cars back on the older games, was one of the best things about it. I could sit there, I could make the design, I could put it on the car, and if the design was well liked, I could sit there, turn around and sell it for a little bit more than above market, even throw on a drift tune or a race tune, whatever the case was. Now I'm not able to market for any prices. There's achievements where you have to, I think it's like get like 50 likes or sell $50,000 worth of the vinyl. Something along those lines, which I haven't gotten those achievements yet, but I also haven't been putting out too much. Aside from, the auction house, the pit, doesn't actually look like they're actually working on your car, which, I guess ultimately doesn't matter in the long run. It's just, I feel like they really kind of half-assed a lot of shit on here, to be honest. I apologize for the cursing, but it just seems like it was pretty sloppily made. And aside from the fact that it took them like 2 weeks to get the marketplace and to get the auction house multiplayer, there's still so many things. I remember about 2-3 weeks ago, I was trying to start up just a private online game with my buddy. But for whatever reason, every time he joined in, it was just me and him, and we were trying to set up a race. It kept saying that there was something wrong with the race specifications. I went through, tried to see about adding AI players, take them off. Whatever the case was, at that point we just wanted to play, but we couldn't. It all just seems so forced, and the Forza-thon, I get it. You're giving away free cars or free suits, whether they're special edition or just super expensive. They want you to earn it, but some of these Forza-thon races, they seem stretched out. Like it takes forever to get some of them. I really haven't cared too much about the Forza-thon, as most of the stuff that I do is pertaining to single player with the racing, and then going online and doing some drifting. The mod cards, not really sure why they tried selling the VIP for an additional $20 to only give you 5 cards initially. I'm happy to be part of the group that got that rectified, and they gave us the double bonus and everything for the money and whatnot. Definitely didn't make me hate the purchase anymore. It's just, like I said, I've got a couple complaints about the game, and I know I don't speak for everybody, but I definitely miss being able to post up items for my own price, being able to kind of have a bit more freedom. Now it's like they kind of choked us up a little bit, and they're holding us back from being able to gift cars, gift tunes, sell them for what we want, be able to do all that, have a little bit of fun. Going online, I can't say how many times I've been disconnected, whether I'm hooked up directly with the Ethernet to my Wi-Fi or to my router, or going off of Wi-Fi. I got other buddies, same internet or better, and they're having the same problems. I mean, nowadays it just it doesn't seem as fun as it used to. I know back in Forza 3, Forza 4, you went into a lobby, uh, everybody would have a headset, you'd all be bullshitting, but now it's like you go into a lobby and two people have a headset. Uh, One dude doesn't speak English at all, and the other one's a 12-year-old yelling a bunch of insanities, so I don't know. As far as Forza goes, this might be my last purchase, but actual gameplay, I mean, it's not a bad game, and you still got the tunability and all that. The drifting's not bad. It's just online's a mess, and like I said, I feel like they took a lot of the freedom inside of the game away, and it seems like all the video games nowadays are just moving over from you paying for the game, paying for the console, maybe buy a DLC every now and again. Now it's pay to play. I mean, you want certain cars. I mean, even back in Forza 3, Forza 4, they still had their car packs, but it's just all seems so overwhelming. It's all just money grabbing and being greedy. But that's just my rant on the game.